Alright, all shopping is done. Check this out. I got some nice socks, workload, 4 pairs. You know, a variety of, covers a variety of sizes. This was 10 bucks Canadian. Because I'm gonna be walking with these sticks, right? So, and then I got some avocados. I got some lactose-free cheese. And I got some lactose-free, it says here, sans lactose, so lactose-free, gluten-free salami. And the best part is what I actually was looking for is this. I got these nice gloves, so 10 bucks Canadian. The brand is called Hot Paws. Of course, these are not good in snow, but I'm not going to be walking in the when it's snowing or raining. And so once again, I'll be testing these later today, these Nordic walking sticks. And they come with a variety of they even have a user guide, and they come with a variety of tips. Like now these are basic tips, but then I think you have tips for like snow, for mud, and I think they probably even have like those sharp metal tips for dirt. So, you know, it looks like a real quality product. And I know the thing with these is that when you choose the height, it's different than when you choose your sticks for skiing, because these ones are supposed to be like, I think they said 68% of your height. So I know in my case I am 1.81 meters or 181 centimeters, so these sticks should be, they should be 123 centimeters, 1.23 meters. Okay, is my phone connected? I'm looking here, it says connect a Bluetooth device. Because if I don't choose this, see, I hate when it does this. It's because I left the car in gear, and when you start it and you just, you know, hold your foot on the brake, but because it was left in gear, it kind of like, you see, now I can switch, right? But before, yeah, the Bluetooth is on. I'm not sure what it wants from me, but because if I just do Bluetooth, so that in case somebody calls me I can answer, then Google Maps, I cannot hear Google Maps directions. This is a very busy area because you have a liquor store here, and then you have Drug Mart, which is a pharmacy, big pharmacy. So there's always crazy stuff happening here, especially today is Friday. I almost made it. if he's going here, he's gonna be backing. I hate this liquor store, I'm telling you. That's why I usually stop on the other side of the road. There's a huge parking lot. Parking lot. All you have to do is just walk the same distance as here, except you just have to cross the road. A white Challenger. You don't see these very often. People often give me compliments on my car, you know. Even now it's 2.5 years old, but you see that guy has no badges. He has no badges on the fenders, which means that it's either a 5.7 liter. No, if it was a 5.7, it'll say RT, I think. So that means that it's probably like a V6, which is a totally different car. Because my car is lowered, like it has a lowered suspension. It's probably the lowest car I ever had. That's why, you know, you saw me turning over there from the driveway, and I went like all the way to the left. It's because a couple of times I scratched my bumper lip over there, because it has a very sharp change in height. Why is not, you see, it's not talking. Google Maps is dead. It's okay, we'll just watch it watching the screen, because I'm using Priceline. Using Priceline, and they give me a 30% off. I mean 10% off. So after a one-night stay, I receive an email with a coupon code that I can apply. And so of course Priceline charges a service fee on top of the sales tax, but I apply that 10%, it goes towards the service fee. And so I was thinking for the weekend, since I'm only loading Tuesday, I can either stay here in Cambridge, or I can go to Toronto, where sometimes actually it's cheaper because they have so many hotels there and no tourists, or I can drive 100 miles to Niagara Falls. But I'm getting tired of Niagara Falls, and I checked Niagara on the Lake, that nice hotel there, Holiday Inn Express, but the price there is more expensive than where I'm going. And so I booked 3 nights in Mississauga, Ontario, and I think the price was $52 Canadian for a 3-star hotel, you know, like Marriott hotel. So that's pretty good. Mississauga because it's the west part of Toronto, right? It's a modern town with you know, huge wide roads, whereas Toronto, if you like, cheap hotels are in downtown, and over there's a lot of traffic, you know, narrow streets, lots of lights. So yeah, I like Mississauga, and Mississauga has lots of parks, and that's where our Pearson International Airport is located. So if it's not too cold tomorrow, I might just go and do some aviation photography. Yeah, the throttle response, guys, jeez. The throttle response is 5 out of 5. I definitely see a difference. This BBK 85mm upgrade, you know, really complements nicely the Diablo Sport tune I had, the cold air intake, and the performance exhaust. So now it feels like a finished package, because before something was missing. When I made my exhaust bigger, I improved my horsepower at the top end, but I lost low end torque, and that's why then I went back to the Flowmaster 44 and then Super 10, and that gave me most of the torque back. And now when I put in a bigger throttle body, I think it completed the circle. Real happy with this little Friday project. Like, I'm not even in a sport mode. As soon as I press gas, the car reacts. Look, the car reacts instantaneously, and the sound, the exhaust sound, again, I'm not sure if it's because oh, check this out. The exhaust sound, the sound became louder and deeper, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure if that's because I disconnected the battery. Wow. In case somebody is watching this for the first time, so this is a 2018 Challenger, Dodge Challenger 6.4 with a 6-speed Tremac manual transmission. And So from the factory, it's supposed to have 485 horsepower, 475 pounds of torque. So you don't buy a car like this for fuel economy, and you don't buy a car like this for driving in the snow. So I'm 46 kilometers away from my hotel. So my friend Mark from Landstar, the guy that has an old Volvo and 3-axle step deck, just gave me some interesting news. He says, I said, what are you doing? He says, oh, I gotta replace the brakes on my trailer. And I said, wait a second, didn't you just buy it? He says, yeah, 1.5 years ago. But he said because he bought them with he bought his trailer. It's a step deck 3-axle. And he says the problem is he went with 17-inch wheels, and he drives a lot. Like he's not a lazy guy, so he drives a lot. And just in 1.5 years, his brakes are gone on the trailer. Brand new trailer. It's all aluminum, 3-axle, 53-foot step deck, Benson. And so he said it was very expensive. He had to replace even like the drums, the shoes. I never had this. Like, I told him, I said, go with Wilson. He did not listen to me. He wanted to get something cheap. I said, if I was buying again a step deck or flatbed, and that's the brand I know, I wholeheartedly recommend Wilson. Excellent quality, lightweight, you know. And we have a dealer here, just like he lives in Guelph, and there's a dealer in Breslau. But I guess he didn't like the price. I think Wilson is a bit more expensive. So he went with the Benson, which is it's owned by, what's the name? That cheap trailer I had with this combo steel trailer, Transcraft. I did not like it. I would say very poor quality, and they bought Benson, but it's still now owned by Transcraft. So even though Transcraft, it's a combo trailer, and Benson is all aluminum. So after 1.5 years, so yeah, you save on he saved on the price of the trailer, but now he has to spend money. What I consider a brand new trailer, he has to spend money to fix brakes. and he was saying something about shocks, that he wants to change the shocks as well, maybe. Which reminds me, my trailer, my RGN is 2.5 years old. And I only changed 2 shocks. I gotta do a test, you know, I gotta do a test. One thing I learned, you know, if you don't see the leaks, you know, like oil leaks, which I never do, then you just put your hand on the lower part of the shock, like the lower part, after you've been driving, and that low part of the shock is supposed to be warm. If it's cold, or the temperature is different between the frame and the shock, you just, you know, they're saying put your hand on the frame and then put your hand on the bottom of the shock, and they should be similar. I mean not similar, the shock should be warmer, because the shock is working, right? The shock is moving inside, and so if it's out of order, if it's not moving, that's when it becomes cold. Noticed that my Google Maps is sending me on 407, and I don't remember, do I have a transponder? I know I have a transponder for the truck, but I don't think I have a transponder for the car. I don't remember. I have one for I have iPass or Easy Pass for US. Why do I need to go on 407? I'm not sure. So now the temperature is -4. I think that's more accurate. I think because my car was sitting in the sun while I was changing the throttle body, that's why I was showing +10. Yeah, I'm not going on 407. Forget it. Because if I don't have the transponder, they're gonna charge me the camera fee. I forgot how much it is, but it's not just first off, the toll is very expensive on 407, so I only use it for business when I'm moving a load. Passing the town. This is it's called Halton Hills, and this is where I took my international truck 3 times to change the axle ratio. That was crazy. I got the truck with 373, then I changed it to 346 or 342. That was too slow. I moved to 355, and then guess what? I went back to 373. The same as what I had when I bought the truck. And then I got the Mack truck, and that one had 391 ratio, and it just didn't want to pull with the 13-liter engine. And so I went back to the same nice people at Holton Gear. The shop is called Holton Gear, and it's right here on this Holton Hills, which is also Milton. And the guy did an excellent job. I think, wait, did I go to them or no? I think one of these I did at the either Caterpillar. No, I still went here. I think the thing is, this guy over here, Holton Gear, he only does the actual gear work, so you have to bring the differential to him. So you have to pay somebody else to take off the differentials off your truck and then reinstall them. And I think when I did the Mack, I went to my local Caterpillar dealer, or Kenworth dealer or somebody, I forgot, but it was like a big dealer. And then I rented a pickup truck or a van or something, and I came here to Milton, and the guy did a job, and so yeah, the truck became much stronger with 410. And so yeah, I would say for a 13-liter engine, if you want to do heavy haul, even 55 ton or 50 ton, I would really suggest 410 ratio. If you have a big engine like my Cummins, you know, anything with like 15-liter, Caterpillar, Cummins, Detroit, 391 is fine for up to 55 ton work. If you want to do 60, 65, you know, real heavy stuff, I would go with 410. So now if I was buying my truck again, I would go with 410 on regular tires versus I got it with 410 and tall rubber. So my actual ratio is 391, which I can change to 410 by changing my tire size to 22.5s or 285 low pro 24.5s. And actually, yeah, I was thinking about that. If since I plan to keep this truck for a couple of years till it's paid off, and it's gonna be paid off in 23. So if I keep it, after that I might need new tires. Now they're still in perfect shape, but when it's time to change it, I might just, because I can use the same rims. So now I have 11 R24.5 tires, and so 24.5 rims, right? So the beauty of these 285 low pro is that they're 24.5 tires, but they're the same height as 11 R22.5. So my axle ratio will become 410, and I'll just need to adjust my speedometer because the speedometer will be wrong. And you see the scale is closed, seems like permanently, because this repair has been going on forever. I like it. The only other scale here is in Oshawa, which you bypass if you go on 407 and then you jump on the new 418 back to 401. That takes you around all scales, so which is very nice during this COVID-19 pandemic, because I don't want to talk to anybody, I don't want to see any enforcement. All right, 16 minutes, 16 kilometers. What are you telling me? I'm doing 1 kilometer a minute? 1 kilometer a minute is 60 kilometers an hour. I don't want to give you guys the number, but I'm doing about twice that. But I guess maybe there's a slowdown somewhere. Yeah, this is Milton, and there's a constant construction here because they started developing this area. Lots of people from Toronto moved in here, and so the population skyrocketed because now it's pretty much like the suburb of Toronto, or Mississauga rather. But the highway had only, quote unquote, 3 lanes, and it's surprisingly that's not enough, because we are so close to Toronto. There's a lot of traffic, lots of vehicles. I'm following a BMW X3. To my right is Volvo, and one of the reasons why I don't like Volvo is because whenever I'm passing them, look at that panel, plastic panel. Do you see that? It's all shaking, everything is loose. Like when they're brand new, they're fine, but as soon as they get old, I always see this, all plastic parts on the side, like near the step, they're all loose. They always shake whenever a guy passes me, because you know, in my Kenworth, right, I drive slow, and there's a lot of Volvo trucks because drivers like them, right? So it's a good truck, don't get me wrong, it's a good truck if you don't do repairs yourself. Like if you're a company driver, I would want to drive a Volvo, you know, because I don't care about the heavy weight, I don't care about the poor construction, but it's a comfortable truck. What can I say? It's comfortable. But if you own it and you're responsible for repairs, I'm not sure I want it, you know. I like strong looking trucks, so I think Kenworth is the best. I don't like Peterbilt. I think quality is no longer there. I think Peterbilt is better, and the options are more plentiful. You see, like with Kenworth, you can get these huge tanks, 28-inch diameter, which you cannot get with a Peterbilt. And there's many examples of that where Kenworth is more customizable. And the only other truck I like is Western Star. I never had a Western Star, like a classic 4900, or call me crazy, I like that Freightliner, because you know, Western Star, it's a Freightliner, but I like a Freightliner that, what it's called, SD, like a heavy haul model. The only problem with that one is that it doesn't have outside air cleaners, which if I ever buy another truck, I want them on my next truck. Alright, I'm in the fast lane. Oh, somewhere here it says, yeah, see, everything is red. Gotta be careful here. And that's why I like Google Maps, you know, because I was wondering about that. Why I was 16 kilometers away and it told me that I need 16 minutes to get there. The only explanation is that there's a slowdown, a jam. So it says in 2.0 2.2 kilometers. I gotta keep right, which is I think it's, yeah, I gotta keep right, because if I don't, I end up in express, and I need collectors, because I think my hotel is somewhere in this, yeah, oh, okay, it's north of, what? I went into gear 5 by mistake instead of gear 3. Actually, it's Highway 10. Basically, I'll be going north on Highway 10. That's where my hotel is. And I'm trying to remember, can I go there from Express? Look at this traffic. Oh, you see, that's Wilson. How do I know? It's because the guy has mud flaps, and this is Road Brute. That's what I recommend. Like, honestly, they don't pay me. I'm just telling you, this is a very nice trailer. They make flatbed, they make step deck. You can get a tandem, tridem, and it's all customizable. You tell them, you know, what size you want on your upper deck, lower deck. I don't know. Yeah, just, oh yeah, you see it says Ontario. You have to, Ontario Street. If I stay over there, I won't be able to get to Highway 10, which is Ontario Street. Yeah, so 2 lanes go there, and 2 lanes go here. All right, 3 kilometers. I take my exit. Bye-bye heavy traffic. What exit? 342. Kilometers. These guys all over the road. Yeah, I have to turn off the Bluetooth because I don't want to miss my hotel. It's somewhere there. So yeah, this is Mississauga. See, everything is huge, lots of construction, but it's, you know, new build. Oh, over there I can see the symbol Petro-Canada Ultra 94, and that's the gas I'm using. 94. Very good gas. Last time I fueled it was $1.43 per liter Canadian. That's very expensive. Regular gas now was like $1.25 Canadian per liter. But you know, this is my recreational vehicle. In 2.5 years I only put down 17,085 kilometers. 17085, which is like 11,000 miles. So you know, what is it, 500 miles a month? So I don't, that's why I can afford this large, you know, Hemi vehicle, because I don't drive it daily. I don't care about turn left on Courtney Park Drive. Okay. Oh, I know this area. There's lots of coffee shops, restaurants here. Beautiful. And like I said, there's an airport. Is it this one or next one? Turn left onto Courtney Park Drive. Boston Pizza, Cineplex, but I don't want to go to a movie theater. Oh, McDonald's, perfect. Now I know where I'm gonna get my getting my beef patties. Oh, resident, no wait. Oh, that's mine. Fairfield Inn and Suites Marriott. Fairfield by Marriott. This one, it's like the next one. One thing I wanna, now that I'm off the road, why is it so low? I don't know what's going on. All right, Fairfield Inn and Marriott. That's the one. I think I stayed here before. I know there's lots of parking in the back somewhere there. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, yeah, no. That's another one on, I think, Eglinton and the Dixie Road or something. but there's lots of room here, so I can that's where we're gonna go for a walk somewhere. Oh, and there's Denny's. You don't see too many of them in Canada. Oh, check this out. The Toyota has a Washington DC plate. And that's it. So that was a good run. "46 minutes, I see that we've been recording. I hope not everybody is asleep, but I think it was interesting ride, especially if you're not from Canada and you want to see the roads. So I got my gloves, I got my socks. So yeah, this was really helpful, these instructions that I meticulously wrote down, copying them from the email. So I got my Verizon phone, but I just switched it off because my main phone is Rogers. So I'm gonna leave this here, and I knew that I'll be spending lots of time in my car, so I brought this useless piece of Chinese engineering. It's supposed to, what, 175 watts, right? I plug it in, it doesn't want to charge. Like if I sit in my truck for like maybe a couple of hours and the battery is a little bit run down, this thing is not going to charge. I have to start the engine. And the same thing here, even in the car, because my laptop requires so much power, you know. That's why I don't like this. Of course, it's easy on the eyes, you know, my 16-inch MacBook Pro screen. It's easy on the eyes, but it's so difficult to charge it. So actually I put it on Kijiji now, trying to sell it and get a MacBook Air, because MacBook Air, of course, it's 13-inch screen, but you know, it's okay for my for my circumstances. But also the battery, it's like 2 times is, you know, you can work 2 times more, which is very important during these COVID-19 restrictions, when you have to sit in your car to drink coffee, right? And then I'm pretty sure that this will be able to charge that laptop even with the car not running. Because, oh wow, check this out. Do you see that? You see that airplane? Beautiful. It's like slowly moving. So I hope I'll be able to go and do some aviation photography. So I have my Nikon D810, and I got my 70-200 f4 lens, which a beautiful combination, you know, makes excellent images, and the sky is blue. But for now, yeah, I'm gonna go check in, get the stuff to my room, and then maybe I'll go for, what's the time now? 3 o'clock. So maybe at 4 I'll go for a walk somewhere. Oh, actually, yeah, it gets dark. Oh, somebody sent me an email here. While I'm driving, I got 2 emails. Oh yeah, one guy emailed me. He says he has a load in Quebec to go to Baltimore, 60,000 pounds, and can I do it? And I worked with this guy before. I know their credit is good, so I can factor them. But I said, I'm sorry, I'd love to do it, but I'm loading Tuesday to go to British Columbia. I'll be tied up for 2 weeks. And I said, otherwise I'll be happy to do it. And then this, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, but you know, the name Pat, P-A-T, Pat. And I'm not sure why she's always, or he, always sending me American loads. I told them many times, please, I'm Canadian, I cannot do loads outside US, and it's all one is what? Flatbed step deck, crane parts, hook and go, Colorado to Illinois. Another one, Illinois to New Mexico, Traxel step deck. So it's nothing for me, you know. They put me on this email list, and I get these emails. Half of them are not usable. Anyway, all right, thanks for watching. So I did the install of the throttle body, right? Everything works fine. And so that was first video, and then this video is the kind of like a driving test, the long driving video with me chatting. I hope you enjoyed it. And then the last video of the day will be the review of the Nordic walking sticks. Stay tuned.